Flight boss, bitch. Now continuing where I just left off of the last video, because it was reaching the 15-minute mark, which YouTube is trying to play me now. Got mad videos up there longer than 20 minutes. Since I got a disclaimer on something, now they want to fuck it up. But now that okay, where I left off was the 8th house. Now 8th house is Pisces. Now sometimes I can create a distaste for someone myself. They may not even necessarily be doing that, but since Pisces is in my 8th house, I create illusions around people. A lot of times I'll be right though. I know how to go with the flow and see people's actions and movements and certain things that they just may say. I know is not another reason they will come to the conclusion to say something like that if they haven't been into certain situations. You have to be in certain situations in order to even have certain body movements, certain language, certain things you say. And by me having a wide range of variety in my mind of all scenarios, I'm pretty good with knowing things like this. But I'm not supposed to do that all the time. Sometimes I'm supposed to go with the flow and let things be, because I could block my own blessings, which I will never be less, but that's just for the sake of conversation right now, since people know what blessings mean in their lives. So you know, I need to learn not to create things around people, and I need to learn that everybody don't have ill intentions towards me. So those are the two squares. That's the Scorpio 4th house square around my 1st house, and the 8th house squares around my 1st house. Now once I learn that, I can be more open and acceptable into taking ideas from, because look, 3rd house and the 11th house are the sextile, the opportunities for my 1st house, which is Leo rising. So for me to want more air, I'm going to have to use these houses, but I have to use the square houses and unblock those so the air can flow through. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like once I learn, like the air houses now, friends, family, close friends is going to bring people around me off the back that I don't know, or they may give me advice or ideas. That's 3rd house all day. And then the 11th house, I may be in situations where I'm in places that I need to know people. I may need to be at this spot because I may need to know somebody who's at this open mic session or something like that, or I may need to know somebody who's at this label. I may need to, so that's 11th house, people who you don't know, and how you apply yourself around people you don't know and you do know. Now, in order for those blockages to be open for me, the 4th house is the square. It's the Scorpio house. I need to know that everybody don't have ill intentions towards me, even though I may think it. Everybody don't. And if I do go through an experience where I was right, I still needed that experience. I need to know that. You can't block experiences either, because experiences is part of helping your vortex and your sphere grow, your sphere of reality grow, and rising your vibrations into the right frequency so your vortex can keep growing. Now, the 11th house, now the 8th house, which is the other square on the other side of Leo, will be, I need to know, you know what I'm saying, I need to not create illusions that I'm not sure of. I don't need to look at a person and automatically think I already know what's going on with them. Sometimes, I know I may be right most of the time, but sometimes let it flow. Because you never know what gems and shit you might see in that. So once I unlock those blockages, my air flows smoothly. One of my friends could bring somebody over that I don't know. I could be more open to it. This, that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be more open. So, you know what I'm saying? That's me. But see, I already know this shit. So I know how to apply it. But I'm teaching you how to apply it, and it's more than that. You got quincunxes, you got all kind of shit that could be forks in the road. But this is just a little quick an example of what I do with the house plan. And me and this girl L'Oreal, we came up with the house plan, and she finessed me out of money, but she got through. But it's a good idea because you can focus on one area of your life, and then next time you need something for another area of your life, you could go ahead and go straight to that. So you know, yeah. Long story short, I would give myself $10 to help me implement that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people's houses may be different. You may have a house that share signs. Like your 4th and 5th house may share signs, may share one sign, or this, that, and the third. And everybody is different. So that's just for me. Since I'm a Leo rising, that's how I would attain more air. But if you need more air, more water, or something like that, it may be in different areas. So we call this the shouts out to L'Oreal, because I've been booked up all week and she put me to this idea. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more get to the point type of point of view. You know what I'm saying? So it's called $10. This is $10 house plan. You know what I'm saying? $10 a house plan. Any question you have is gonna fall into a house. Like, say I got a question right now, like, how can I create a better relationship with my parents or something like that? That's dealing with fourth house, and all the aspects that are not dealing with fourth house. If you don't see, I'm speaking more because I did a lot of young people this week who still live with their parents and stuff like that. If you're a person who live with yourself and you need you want, say, how can I reach where I want to reach in the work field? Let me talk about this first too. The first houses are all the first, fifth, and ninth houses is you. The first house is you. The fifth house is your swag, or what you put on you, and the ninth house is all the wisdom you gained from you being you. The second house, the second, sixth, and the 10th house are the possession houses. Second house is what you have to work with, what you got to work with that's yours. The sixth house is what you do with what you got to work with every day as a routine, what you're building, what you have to work with. You know what I'm saying? The 10th house is how people gonna see what you just built. You know what I'm saying? Out of what you had to work with, what you did every day with what you just had to work with, and what you built. That's the 10th house. That's the status quo. That's what people are going to see what you did with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, the third, seventh, and the 11th houses is the communicative houses. The third house deals with close ones, siblings, family members. You know what I'm saying? The seventh house deals with the one-on-one relationships of all these, and the 11th house deals with how you conduct yourself amongst the third house, which is the peers. I mean, the peers and your family members. The seventh house, the one-on-one relationship, and how you implement those to people you don't know. How you first meet people. You ever went to school on the first day and you just met somebody? Now y'all cool as fuck, y'all friends. That was an 11th house trait, but you incorporated your third and your seventh house in order to allow that 11th house to take place, which is the higher octave of both. Now the fourth, 8th, and 12th houses are the subconscious houses, how you feel in your emotional state. So the fourth house is how you are inside. Period. The first things your feelings, your innate feelings, which you need to handle. The 8th house is how you handle that amongst others. You know what I'm saying? That's the 8th house. How you are content with your own emotions amongst others. Now, the 12th house is how you look at how your perspective inside of it, how you feel about the situation of the 4th and the 8th house. So 4th house is how you feel. 8th house is how you feel that others feel. And the 12th house is how you look at your feelings after the fact. Is how your subconscious basically is how you look at it. This is why 12 houses kind of goes with Pisces. They like to go with the flow because they like to look at it from a perceptive. They like a perception point of view. So you have your feelings, you have other people throwing their emotional weight around, and then you have how can you indulge into all these. That's like the 12th house. You know what I'm saying? And the 12th house kind of incorporate all the houses with it. So any question you have, if you feel a certain way about somebody but you don't know how to come out, that's more like that'd be like a question that deals with the 4th, 8th, and 12th. So like say you like my question was I need more air. That's a personal question to me. That's what I need to fix personally. So I would add the since that's the first house, I would add the 1st, 5th, and the 9th house as things you can add as an emphasis onto your first house, right? You know what I'm saying? And then I would start incorporating the sextiles, the all that other shit, and your planets and stuff like that. But it's a focused reading. It's not a reading that's all over the place. It's a focused reading to that get to the root and bone of the question that you need to ask. Now, any question you ask me, I'm going to tell you what house it is. If you need the house plan, I'm going to do a whole reading based upon that plan. Therefore, we knock out the specific question that you need to answer, other than trying to find it throughout a whole reading of just knowing about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, $10 house plans. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to L'Oreal again. You know what I'm saying, for that spiral of events we went through, because she didn't even care about anything. She didn't care about. She was like, look, I don't even give a damn if my son ain't in a house that the house incorporates to me getting money or anything like that. I don't want to hear about it to me. And I'm trying to explain to her that that's still not the way to do it. But we came up with this plan, and she said it been that was the first person I did it with. All the other readings that I had was just regular readings. That reading right there, she said that was very helpful, very formidable, and I got a new best friend. She said she has a new best friend, and you know what I'm saying, and she gives me credit for that. And you know, I don't like to take credit. I like to show people how to do it themselves. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. And you know what I'm saying? But I'm happy that we had that conversation, because now that me, for the past couple of weeks, me trying to obtain more air, I would have never had that conversation with her. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I got new ideas, new ways to do shit, new understandings of shit. So, you know, I like this shit. I love this shit. You feel me? This is the shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Learning about yourself every day. You can never know enough. You know what I'm saying? And the shit, man. Goddamn, Flight Boss, bitch. I'm the Archangel Uriel, here to carry out God's duties and responsibilities, motherfucker. I'm an Antares moon, you know, for sure. And I don't know it all. Just because you may read up on Antares or some shit like that and think that, listen, everybody is learning. I'm just like y'all. Actually, humans are more powerful than angels, and because y'all are consciously aware in the flame water of the sun. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have abilities that y'all don't even know yet. I'm just here to help y'all unlock it. You know what I'm saying? So I can go back to the word, because I don't want to come back. I'm not coming back here. I don't want to come back here. So I'm working on my detached game. My detached game is serious, bro. My detached game is so crazy. I don't even want to get into my personal life, but you know what I'm saying? That's either here or there. You know what I'm saying? Flight Boss, bitch. You got the $10 house plan. Any question you got to ask me. And I appreciate all the love I've been getting. I'm free from on this Tuesday and beyond. I got a lot of personal shit I got to do for Sunday and Monday. And I'm working on mixtapes, working on songs, working on shirts. You know what I'm saying? This is a shirt I made right here. I made this shirt. That's why you don't see a logo. You're not going to see it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be into my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be trying to get my own thing going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the pilot man. You know what I'm saying? Flight Boss, bitch. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this video is getting to 15 minutes. Didn't know part 2 was going to go that long, but YouTube trying to fucking play me, man. Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you. Flight Boss.